Good afternoon, everyone. Hi. So I'm a little later than I wanted to be, but I had to run to a store and get some airbrushable metallics and my green for my Tyranids. And unfortunately, that store didn't open until a little later. So, and I wanted to make sure I had them for tonight. But either way, so I'm kind of rushing to get things here. We are here to get some stuff ready for my dual stream with Professor Ramses tonight. We're specifically going to be working on Conquest minis. I have a couple of my own here that I've already done. These are just spare parts. I actually have a couple 100 Kingdoms from my buddy Tainted. These models are really nice. You cannot see that at all. These models are really, really well. They have very nice detail on them. I cannot wait to paint these things. That's a banner, and that is a textured banner. That is practically unheard of in mini games. I cannot wait to paint these. But I've got to clean some of his up because he didn't do super well. Blue! What up, buddy? But give me a second. I'm going to clean all the foam dust off that real quick so I have somewhere to set the stuff. And then I'll show you what I already have done. We have a bunch of Undead Roman Legions to build because I'm going to be focusing on my own stuff and not Tainted stuff today. And then we'll get going. Hopefully we can get a decent amount done and primed, and then that's kind of the plan, is if I can get a bunch of it built and primed, then we can just kind of assembly line them while I'm hanging out with Ramses tonight. Hey Blue, how's the morning been? Also, sorry, the furnace is behind us, and I haven't had time to, oh, I forgot to set up the YouTube thing. Damn it. You know, Lunecra, if you're here, love, beat me and remind me to get the YouTube chat set up on screen before tonight. Oh, and I should probably put some music on. Sounds like someone is looking for a reason to get beaten. Yeah, exactly. How you been, Tyranny? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's been going good. Oh, that's not going well. Been working and playing WoW a ton. Yeah, that's fair. You playing the, what is, Era of Discovery or whatever? The classic plus, quote unquote. Alright. Let's get some music on too while we're at. Started 2, got to level 1. Yeah, I'm kind of intrigued by it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little iffy on if I want to or not, but hold on, let's see, what do we want to put on today? We're gonna listen to some metal, just some regular lo-fi, Christmas lo-fi. I might actually kill myself. Yeah, they're probably gonna. I think we listened to this one before there. Yeah, alright, we'll let this one go. What do you lose other than a couple hours of dignity? I don't have any dignity to lose. But also, like, don't I have to reopen my subscription, which is really the biggest issue for me. Alright, so, me and my buddy Tainted found this new awesome game by Para Bellum games. I've been kind of talking about it a little bit. Worrying about 15 bucks. I don't know what you're talking about. hold on. You think this is bad? Okay, this guy was 20 bucks. Really not that bad, right? The Can of 4 box was free because they're doing a they were doing a Black Friday deal and I had enough points to just get this box outright for free. So everything you see on here right now, I paid 20 bucks for. Music a bit on the loud side. Okay, give me a second. Is that better or is that too quiet, Blue? Okay. Yeah, so, but normally this Can of 4 box is 60 bucks, and the Archmandrite here, who I am so excited to paint, is 20. So I did actually pay for him. And then I'll show you these Can of 4s in a minute. But here, yeah, there's the box for them. Caryatids and Can of 4s are built from the same box. So, I have real life hands. Yes, my real life hands. Oh, you never popped in on a painting stream, right? So, but that's what these. Well, these actually are Caryatids. Can of 4s are the ones that have bashy weapons, which is all the extra bits here. So, let's show you what else we have, though. We have the one-player starter box. Hey, Tainted! Which also has a spare set of Cataphract Horsey people. Because they are running a deal on their web store right now where if you buy a starter box, you get a free $60 box with your starter box for no extra cost. So, this is 150 bucks. That I can, but it's practically a whole army. I'm literally missing one box from having a full army. And then this thing we're not going to build today, but I'm really excited for. Oh, 1 second. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Alright. But yeah, so the Fallen Divinity, I'm excited for that. We're not working on that today, though. But yeah, these models are like hyper detailed, like even their regular plastics. I'm really excited for these. So. So we'll get those primed in a little bit. But yeah, it's a game made by the people that one of the people that originally made Warhammer Fantasy Battles. So after he left Games Workshop. And one of the creators of Bolt Action. True. Most people I know... You were literally the only person I've ever met that knew what Bolt Action was, though. Tainted. Should not have had that much chicken figures and onion rings for lunch. Or should you have had more? Alright. So we're going to start here with my leader guy. Where are... Get all of my bases out here. Nope, now you feel like an ass for having that much? Oh, fair. Alright, we're going to start with my Strategos. And then, we'll Should we do the horses or the Legionnaires next? Do I? It's really the question. Actually, I know what we're doing first. We're gluing magnets to all of these. Do I have the right size magnets, actually? Anything like your Knights calf models would be pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm really excited for the calf models, to be honest. I mean, that's their instruction booklet, so we'll see. But I have six cavalry models. What do I have here? 6 cavalry models, a Strategos, 24 Legionnaires, and 12 Athenoi. Did your bases come with the new magnetic style? They're tainted. I didn't even look. Should probably get bigger. Yeah, just okay. I only had the small magnet, so I think I'm gonna have to wait until I'll wait and get some bigger ones because I don't know if I want to use these. I just dropped those. My cat is going to eat those. Shit. Hey, magnets, find your friends. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I don't know if I want to use the little guys or not. But so we'll go ahead and we'll put those away. We'll figure out. Wait, what size are you? Oh, yeah, okay. Add magnets to the list of things to grab next to game store run. Yeah, the larger size ones. I need to see what size these are meant to fit. Because I don't want to just have, like, free floating ones. I'm afraid that if the glue decays and they drop out, you know. I'd rather have ones that actually are the size of that. If they... I don't even know if they make them that big. Well, I mean, I know they do, but... easily accessible. Alright. So how are we going to sub-assemble this guy? That's really the question. Or do we sub-assemble him? Where's his instructions? Does he have instructions, or is he just, like, straightforward? That's literally... okay. So the answer looks to be keep his arms and cloak off him. Okay. You don't include the arms to the legs? Not this time. Sometimes I do when I'm building chaos models. One thing I did really like I was telling Tainted last night at our bi-weekly game night, I really like how few mold lines these guys have, and of course I say that as I'm looking at a massive mold line right down the front of this guy's leg. But like the other models I've built for this game so far are very, very well done in terms of hiding the mold lines. Hey, UZ, Arts and Crafts, minis, hell yeah! What got me into these? Into minis in general, or into this specific game? Because I've been playing mini games almost 24 years. This particular game, we were at a game store, Tainted and I, a couple weeks back, and I was walking by, and I'm not big on historical games, despite being a history person. I don't like historical games very much. But I walked past them, and I need a good picture. All I saw was Roman legions. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. You don't, normally when you see historical games, it's like Black Powder era and stuff like that. So like Roman legions are kind of a soft spot for me, the ancient world and everything. And then I looked a little closer and I went, those are undead Roman legions. Which, Black Friday sale did. Yeah, Black Friday sale didn't help much at all there either. But I'm like, those are undead Roman legions. And if you've seen any of my other hobby streams, I have a massive soft spot for undead armies, considering I play every Age of Sigmar undead army, a dead faction. In Malifaux, despite owning the entire line of miniatures at the end of 2nd edition, I was a Resurrection player main. I've always leaned towards the undead factions. In War Machine Hordes, I played Crix. I specifically played Bane armies because I liked the tragic... I like Gorshade's tragic story. Now that he's been redeemed and is an elf again, that's, I don't know what I would do if I went back to that game. But, like, yeah, so it hit the right spot. It hit a... When you see undead, in the original Warhammer Fantasy, I was a Tomb Kings player, primarily. Tomb Kings, Dark Elves, and Vampire Counts were my armies. And, like, when you see undead, it's always Egyptian, it's always Romanian, like, Eastern European, stuff like that. It's never Mediterranean, it's never Roman, and, like, it just hit right. And I was like, okay. The other army I got, hold on, let me show you this, Tierney. So I actually have two armies for this game because I bought one for my oldest son as his Christmas gift, which I'm going to put together and paint. But they're orcs riding dinosaurs. This is their big scary monster and like one of their leader characters. But both. Yeah, they're orcs riding dinosaurs. They've got a chief they've got cavalry that rides triceratops. This is their T-Rex, who can run with Outrider, or he can run with two different riders. The guy that's on his back now is just like the standard format. You can put a ranged like archer character on his back, and you can put a mage on his back. Their other cavalry unit are female orcs that ride raptors. Yeah, and then, like, Tainted there, they're sitting on the other side of the room. Tainted there has knights that, they're the Roman legions that escape the fall, because in the storyline, basically their king, who was, like, semi-mortal, kinda went full, megalomaniac, and his siblings fought back against him and killed him. And in his rage, he merged with the primordial god of death, and that's how the undead started popping up, and like the area they were from originally became this like shattered wasteland. There were a couple legions that weren't there, and they went on to become like the Franco-British and even Germanic. There's some heavy Germanic stuff involved in them too, of the world, which are the 100 Kingdoms. and they literally use knights, like magic-powered knights, as like their special units and stuff. But they're also the Horde army. So the answer is, I really like the look of one army, and then I started reading the lore, and like it's not groundbreaking. Like, you know, we've kind of hit the point where there's no such thing as unique. It's just, you know, flavor, like how you twist the flavors. But the everything I like so far I've seen, or everything I've seen so far I've liked heavily. Their elves are actually genocidal maniacs that were they were originally people escaping from the genocidal maniacs, and then genocidal maniacs came in from a different world. So many peasant militia, yeah. The elves were, like I said, genocidal maniacs, and people were running away from them. And they opened portals and such to this world, literally came from another world, and escaped and started teaching the human race how to do stuff. Like the orcs over there are genetically engineered by the good elves as soldiers to fight against the bad elves. Well, the bad elves ended up getting some people over here and sabotaging the good elves, so they killed all of the good elves. There's no such thing as a good elf in this universe anymore. Well, with the handful of exceptions that survived, they're posing as the Nordic gods. So the elves in this faction are literally aliens that are trying to conquer existence, and they use like clones and grotesque mutations and stuff. They're literally Dark Eldar, Dark Elves, just they are the only elf race. The dwarves were created by dragons as a servant race, and they got tired of it, and being dwarves, they just kept digging and digging and digging until they accidentally dug into the primordial god of war's prison, and they made a pact where they sacrificed the future of their entire race to the primordial god of war. So now all of the dwarves in the faction literally burst into flames if they're not fighting. All the dwarves in the game, I mean, literally burst into flames if they're not fighting, because they're incapable of doing anything but war, because they're literally possessed by the god of war. They're literally possessed by the anthropomorphic personification of war. Wait, how do you sit? So yeah, it's I came for the Romans, stayed for the rest of the lore. Which, to be fair, is how I get into a lot of games. Ah, I see. Okay, I see how that goes now. Okay. I think we will be safe to glue that. Yeah, we'll be safe to glue that. I actually am doing a lore video on this game because I noticed there's really not any. But my first lore video I'm going to be working on tomorrow is going to be for, you know, good old Lord of Petty, Skelly Pope himself, Nagash. And that's my plan for tomorrow. I'm probably not, I don't intend to go live at all tomorrow. I'm just going to kind of hang out and work on that. And then we'll probably do something Friday morning. And then I got a thing with a new friend Friday night, playing some Left 4 Dead 2 with him. But yeah, so I want to get a bunch of these guys done, and then we're going to prime them, and then tonight at 9 EST, I will be live with my buddy Ramses, and we're doing a dual hobby stream. Nagash can't be the Lord of Petty. He's not. Nagash is. Nagash learned from Shiba Inu. Yeah, just like Nagash learned dark magic that the dark magics he based necromancy on from the Dark Elves. He learned how to be petty from Shiba Inu. Also, the Shiba did not whine at me once last night. I hope you know that. That's a first, I think, in the how many years you've had him? Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. I think. Oh, well, Mia, I do have 3 children. I've just learned to turn my brain off sometimes. Turn my ears off. Or maybe I just didn't hear him over the puppy. I still don't know what colors I want to paint their armor. Or not their armor, their, like, cloaks and such. How do you sit out? So it would be sitting like... Wait a minute. No. That has to go in there. Okay, so it'd be like that. Ah, okay, I see. I see. So it would go in like that. Alright, let's wait until we get the rest of it cut out first. Yeah, but I'm still not sure what color I want to do their actual, like, their Under Armour clothes. Considering they're dead, you imagine they'd probably be buried in parade clothes. So I should probably do like blue, red, or I mean even purple. Like if they're if I want to say they're just Royal Legion. But I could always do greens. I could always just say screw it and do a color I choose. Or we could do campaign colors, which would be cream color. I'm not sure which one to do. I'm obviously going to do the cloak separate. So that arm goes in there, like so. And the cloak goes over top. Okay, it would go something like that. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and glue him to the base then. Because that's I can work with that. And we're gonna go ahead and glue this arm in. I think I'm gonna keep the shield off, but maybe. But we're gonna go ahead and glue this arm in. Oh, it's more like that, isn't it? Oh, I like that better. Yeah, there we go. Alright, cool. So that's that. Alright, I guess let's go ahead and put his head on. There. Hi. Oh, wait, where do you go? Ah, I see. If we get all of these done, we'll start working on getting the Fallen Divinity prepped. But I have to cut do most of the nib cutting work off of Tainteds. I should honestly drill that, but I don't care that hard, I don't think. Yeah, okay, we'll be alright that way. So that just goes on like that. There we go. That's good enough. We'll be alright there. Hi, kitty. What are you doing? Don't jump up in the way. Let's go ahead and get his head. And the other nice thing is they're all wearing, well, they're mostly wearing burial masks, so like I don't have to I don't have to worry about doing too much in the way of faces, which I absolutely hate doing, so Hi, what do you do? No, no, what did I just tell you? I will go give you to a child. Can't tell if this cape is supposed to be like a lion's, like the skin of a lion or not. come on. Some of their gate spots are really weird, though. I noticed that on your banner they're tainted. Some of the gate spots they use are very awkward. They do make it a little awkward to clean up. Alright, I think we're just gonna cut that tassel off. Screw it. Yeah, that looks fine. Like, some of them are amazing. Like that one there, right there in the lion's mouth. It's perfect. Great place to put it. This one, though, in the curve, in the lion's mane. I hate cleaning up gate spots and curves to begin with. Dear Para Bellum, if you're watching my lowly stream, please take note. Yeah, that's still not getting close enough. What am I missing? I'm missing something in there. I don't want to glue that down yet anyway, but what am I missing there? Maybe I'm not missing anything. Maybe I'm just stupid. Ah, too much glue. Ah, I'm gluing that to the cat. Why are you in my lap? Ma'am, you are making this difficult. Stop nudging my hands as I'm trying to do things. Honestly, the line down the head kind of works, though. I have an idea for that. We'll put some red there, like that's where the line was cut. Is that that, or we just dab a little glue in there to suture the line? Ma'am, what did I just say, please? Madam Meow Meow, please stop. I understand you always want the love, but I'm trying to do something with my hands and I cannot pet you at the moment. I will sacrifice you to one of the children when they get home, and you will get all of the love until you do not want it anymore. I will sacrifice you to Middle Gremlin, and she will just be ecstatic to have her kitty as she walks around. Aha, okay. Alright, that's not too bad either. Okay. That's a Strategos almost done. Look at that. He didn't take very long. That's the other thing. Some of these models they fit together very well. Might take a couple like tries of observation to figure out how, but they go together very well. I feel like I should be like, I am not sponsored by this group. I wish I was, but I'm not. Hey, Para Bellum, hit me up. Haven't even played your game yet. I just really adore all of your sculpts. Really adore everything I've seen from there. I cannot wait. The next faction is supposedly like Ottoman style mages, and from the way that they read, it looks like they're going to be controlling like Jinn and stuff, and I cannot wait. That sounds so cool. One of my favorite characters, lore-wise, I don't like the way he plays. Well, I didn't. I haven't tried him in 3E. One of my favorite characters in Malifaux was Sandeep Desai. You know, when I wasn't playing the Undead faction in Malifaux. And he was just that. He's a guy from the Ottoman Empire, an academic from the Ottoman Empire who like summons Jinn and stuff to fight for him. And yeah, we're gonna keep the shields separate. I'm not sure how I'm gonna paint or pin that, but we're gonna keep it separate. And there's the Strategos. Alright, so up next, I guess let's do the Roman legions or cavalry. Should we do the foot troops or the cavalry? We have 6 cavalry people and 24 legionnaires and 12 Athenoi to build. Where is my pin vise? Go ahead and put pins in these guys. Might as well start working on the infantry if any of them are like, you gilded legion will take a while. That's fair. I guess I should work on the Athenoi first then, because I only have 12 of those. I had to look at my list, make sure I didn't build them as Varrigan Guard, I don't believe. Hold on, let me pull my list up. Oh, it's on my phone. Shit. The characters, though, are so nice, because, like, the Archmantrite was 3 parts. It was half body, and this arm, and that's it. I should just put you over there with him on that one. And then I gotta figure out what I want to do with the stands, too. Okay, where are my pins? There's a pin. This is Instaset. It smells like crap, but it's very useful if you're if you do pin-ups like I do, so that you could more easily paint models. There we go. That's a little more than I wanted to get out of there, but that's fine. That's gonna end up getting glued on. Oh well. We will cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah, but it's insta-set. I hate the way this shit smells. Ta-da. Or, you know, I could still not have it instantly set. Because even though it's insta-set, it's still not 100% instant. And I am impatient. But you want to try to hide these pins where the model joints will meet and stuff so that you don't see them afterwards. And then now you gotta wait for, because that stuff is very oily, so you gotta wait for it to dry before you can prime them anyway. How do you sit on there? So you'll sit on there like that. Aha, I think I see the perfect place. Okay. So we'll pin you right there. Just get the Dremel out. So screw it. I have more pins in here, don't I? I swear I had more pins in there. Glue. Ta-da! Insta-set. Woo! Alright. And now the lion head. There's a pin. Alright. How are we gonna do the lion head? Aha, I see. I don't need to drill anything. Just put it in there, and then I should be able to break that out easily. Alright. And there's the Strategos done. We're going to leave the lion head separate because I want to make sure I actually paint his head. Because you can see quite a bit of it under that. Alright. Let me look at my... I'm going to break for a minute, so let me look at what I got here listed as builds. Alright, we have 2 sets of Legionnaires and a set of Athenoi. Because nothing I have can actually even take the Varangian Guard. Alright, so 2 sets of Legionnaires and a set of Athenoi. Alright, we'll do the Athenoi first, I guess. One second. Alright, these are the character unit pieces. That's a horse. That looks like... So this is basically what I got. So that's a horse. That's a horse. Legion. Are they marked? Are these marked? Legion. Legion. Oh, I can see legionary helmets with those. Okay, I think what it is, I think these guys, not you. I think these guys are the horse riders. Yeah, those are the horse riders. So those go over there. Those are character parts. So we can set those there for now. Alright, Alright, so those should be the 6 horse and riders. We'll set those there for now. Okay, those are the Athenoi. Alright, that's Legion, that's Legion, that's Legion, that's Legion. Anything with these shields are Legion. Okay, there we go. That should be what I need then. Alright. Are these the same? Yes. Okay. Alright. So, Athenoi Standard Bearer. which means I need those parts. Those parts are for Legion standard bearers. Okay. Alright, I have it figured out now. Ow. I just stabbed myself with something. Alright. 1 and 2. The Varigan Guard are undead Vikings that attacked or were captured by the Dominion. Because Vikings are a faction in this as well. There's 2. Hi! No, not... Alright, my cat just stepped on my keyboard and shut everything down, so give me 1 second. Is it still on? Is it still functioning? I'm gonna kill the cat. Hi! Can everyone hear me still? Okay. Yeah, the cat stepped on my keyboard, which is this one, and she somehow managed to hit a button that... Oh, PC power button, right there. Would anyone like a kitty? She's very adorable. Demands attention. Will not take no for an answer. Recently getting over a broken leg. The gremlins aren't home. The gremlins that can take her are in school right now. Unless Lunecra would like to come downstairs and play the PlayStation and distract a cat for me. I'm sure that probably looked great with me screaming no, 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 no as the as everything turned off over here. I know where she went now. I put her down on the floor and I have no idea where she went. 1. Why does that say 1 on it? Oh, Athenoi 1. That would be why. Enjoy your cat struggles. Have some errands to run. Okay, I'll be here for a little while, Tainted. It didn't turn my music back on. There's 1. Oh my god, there's numbers in each of them. That's weird. just hear bass coming from somewhere. I assume it's the neighbor's house. I'm just sitting here like, yes, just bass. Assume there's no other sizes. This guy just wide stances? Hold on a second. Ah! Ah! Okay. So let's set you aside. We should have... Each stand here takes 4 models. So that's the Athenoi. And then we should have 2 more sets of those for both Legion units. Regiments. Ma'am, do not. Nana, do not. Okay. Now you look mad. I just want snuggles, now Dad's yelling at me. Was it I don't remember who it was. One of the guys was like, yeah, you know, Cat's gonna be the next chair stream. I'm missing some bases. Wait a minute. 12. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I got one spare stand. Which means we can do this. And magnetic stand. Haha. This stand can go somewhere. Okay, so that's all the infantry stands. And then get the horsey stands ready. Should only be 1 each. Yep, so there's 6 of them, so 1, 2, okay, there's 3. And what are you doing, Missy? No. No. Alright, what was I doing? I was building this guy. Okay. So he gets the Athenoi standard, which is 72 on the command sprue, which is this thing. Oh, that looks thin. I should look and see if what is the name of my carrying bag company? Why can I not think of it? I literally own like 6 of their bags. That's gonna bug me. 1 second. Battle Foam! I see if Battle Foam has Conquest pre-cuts. Because some of these guys do have some very unique stances. Some of the bags are so expensive. I need like 3 of them already. So I need a bigger bag for my Crisis Protocol stuff. And then I'd prefer to have a bag for each army, but that's just not feasible. Maybe foam for each army. I'm surprised Signum's not here yet, actually. Why? Why is that there? That... There's no need for that to be on my rope. Or did you use that as a gate point? Because that's still very awkward gate point. The one problem with injection molded models is that you have to gate them. You have to be able to get the mold stuff in there. So the plastic in there. So like you end up with these really awkward spots. But the quality is so nice most of the time. Well, for some of the companies. Despite GW being, you know, GW, they're some of the worst injection molded models I've ever had to work with. They're also the ones I own the most of, though, because, you know, GW. Surprisingly, Malifaux has probably, I think, the best to work with models that I've worked with. Excuse me. Oh, I chipped that. That's fine. It'll make it look tattered. $73. $73. So the Athenoi are based on the Ottoman Immortals, which did have some units that defected to the Roman army. Considering, you know, the Ottoman Empire was the longest running empire, although I don't believe that the Immortals were technically Ottoman when the Roman Legion fell. I can't remember exactly what year it is off the top of my head. Marky Mark! How you doing? Long time, buddy.
Fluffy Bunch has raided with 4 viewers.
How's it been? Hello, everyone! I am ProfIscariot, Archon of History and Folklore, and we are getting some models prep, because I have a dual hobby stream tonight with one of my fellow professors, Professor Ramses. So I am working on some Conquest Last Argument of Kings minis. Specifically, the Old Dominion, which are undead Roman legions. So, how are you all doing today? What were you playing? Hey love, are you here? Can you hear me? Hold on. Let's give Marky a shout out here. Yeah, I'm normally not around this. Oh, Pokemon Scarlet. Oh, that's right. The new one comes out soon. I didn't stream. I did the back one. Hey, Mink. I didn't stream my playthrough of the first DLC. I might. Okay, why is it not letting me do this? Hold on. Give me a sec, Mark. I'm not used to typing on this keyboard. There it goes. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't stream the original, the first DLC. I just kind of played it in like a fugue state one weekend. But I'm debating if I want to stream the second one, because it's next week it comes out, isn't it? Oh, you know, we're going to wait to put that on there, actually. But we are going to put you on a base here. Yeah, that sounds right, the 15th. I'm really excited, because the new one brings back my boy Blitzel. I am a diehard Scyther fanboy. Scyther is my Scyther and Jolteon are tied for my favorite Pokemon. But overall, my favorite type is electric. So I am so excited for Blitzel to finally be back, because I just adore my little lightning zebra. I guess that's Zebstrika, really, but Blitzel's adorable, and I'd love to have a pet Blitzel. Can't think of who else is, I know there's other Mons that are coming back in the expansion that I really am excited for. Hold on, let's look at this list. I'm could I explain it in Destiny 2 terms? Okay, no, because I don't know that much about Destiny 2. I never completed the original story of Destiny 2. I completed Destiny 1, and then I just never really got super heavy into it, because, like, all of my friends at the point when I was able to get into it were kind of done with the game at that point. You know, because PlayStation 4, and I couldn't afford a PlayStation 4 right away. Let's see, what, hold on, Pokemon Scarlet DLC. What is this thing going to be called again? It's going to be Stranger every single string graph, so explain to me in Destiny 2 terms. I mean, I played Titan to like level 15. Hidden, no, not Hidden Treasure. It's what is the second one called? The Indigo Disc, right? Yeah. Alright, I don't care about the legendaries that much. Let's see, every returning Pokemon. So let's see what we got here. Ekin... No, that's the first one. That's the Teal Mask. There we go. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, Doduo, Dodrio, Seal, Dugong, Execute, Executor, Tyrogue, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchamp, Hitmontop, Magby, Magmar, Magmortar, Rhyhorn! Yeah, my boy Rhyhorn! Rhydon, Rhyperior, Lapras, Chikorita, Bayleaf, Magnium, Totodile, which Totodile is Lunecra's favorite Pokemon, Totodile. Crocodile for Alligator, Smeargle, Skarmory, Treecko! I love Treecko. He's my favorite Gen 3 starter. Grievous Sceptile, Torchic, Combuskin, Blaziken, Mudkip, Marshtomp, Swampert, Trapinch, Vibrana, Flygon, Beldum. Metagross is another of my favorite Pokemon, so that's exciting. Cranidos and Rampardos are always cool. Shieldon and Bastion. The Gen 4 starters. Well, Snivy and Tepig. Apparently, we're not getting Piplup. Blitzy and Zebstrika, I already said. Connie, Whimsicott, Manisho, Shinio, Soleus, Doosan, Renucleus, Golett, Golurk, Litten, Torracat, and Centaur, Paglio, Brianna Primara, Esper, Meow. There's one single thing I know about Pokemon, and that is there's a Pokemon called Rayquaza. I think it looks... I've played Pokemon... I was 6 years old when the first Pokemon game came out, Mink. I will be 34 in February. I was 6 years old when the first Pokemon game came out. So I played all of them. Yeah, no, I'm really excited, actually. Despite my gripes about Scarlet and Violet in general, they have done a fantastic job in making the game feel lived in. And, well, I don't know Destiny 2 to explain them. That's the problem. Like, I'm not a fan of open world games. I am one of those kind of people that gets sidetracked and then just fucks off and doesn't do anything the rest of the time. It's part of actually the reason I haven't really played Destiny much. But also I prefer more traditional MMOs. But the Pokemon open world game felt right. I can tell you a call out from Destiny 2 that, and I get no context. Okay. I'm getting sucked. Kill the child. Wow. Okay. I need to know context for that. I feel like that is way worse. Although, I have heard similar playing Final Fantasy XIV. That's a legit call out for PvP. Oh my god. Oh, for PvP, that's even worse. Oh no. There's a... I don't remember the name of the boss. There's a boss in... it's a Rafflesia style boss in one of the dungeons in Final Fantasy XIV that spawns at bees. And the people will get sucked into it. And so that could be a call out for that particular boss, because like that's kind of exactly the same. Oh, okay, that's how that goes on there. Aha, I am filled with understanding. How far into the DLC are you, Mark? Have you seen the one kid's Joker moment, as my one friend calls it? I can't think of his name. Just finished the song post. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, so you have seen the Joker moment then. The catching the monkey was a nightmare because I refused to catch the monkey in anything but a basic Pokeball. So, it took me like 4 hours because I kept running out of Pokeballs. Because I just got really unlucky that day. Yeah, I know that the new DLC is supposed to finish their storyline, and I'm actually kind of interested in how this is going to go, because I feel bad for the kid. I don't want to ruin it for anyone that hasn't played it. I feel bad for the kid though, because like, you know, it was that he did the whole only thing he was gripping onto kind of situation. But at the same time, oof. Series of context. Void subclass Warlocks have an ability called Child of the Old Gods. It's basically a purple orb that tracks your opponent and sucks their life. Oh! Okay, that makes way more sense now. Yeah, I I played a Titan, and I was a Hammer Titan. I don't know what the subclass is called. But I was thinking about doing a Bubble Titan, which I think is just basic Titan if I remember correctly. I tend to play tank classes, which is another reason I don't really like play much or many games in the style of Destiny, because like I prefer the like games where I can dedicate to the Holy Trinity of, you know, tank, healer, DPS. But like I also enjoy games where you can fluctuate, so where like you could be a healer class. Like WildStar was my favorite MMO of all time. Let's put it that way. Hammer of Soul, Dawn is Warlock. Oh, okay. Yeah, WildStar was my favorite MMO of all time, and I will forever be salty that NCSoft killed that game. 14. Although there is a private server, I actually want to do a couple, like, a periodic, like, hey, this is how far they've come, stream in, but I want to reach out to the private server group first and make sure they're okay with it, because I don't want to, like, I know there's other people that stream it and stuff, but I just feel better if I ask permission so I don't blow up their spot if something happens and NCSoft so happens to do something. Not that I'm big enough for that to matter, but, you know, common courtesy. Especially with something, they're doing something that I'm really excited for and I really want, so if anything I can do to help them not get copyright strike or whatever. So many nibs. See, this is the perfect example of they hid the mold lines. Because the mold lines are already in, like, they're in a position where they would be ornamentation on the like, vambrace and stuff. Yeah, and last time I popped into, I don't even want to say the name without permission, honestly. Last time I popped into the private server, they had, like, 3 zones that were actually, like, technically done, quote-unquote. But, they weren't, like, super questable yet. And that's kind of another thing I was waiting on a little bit. Oh, that would be why that didn't stick, because I left the... Okay. Oh, no, that just stuck to it because I launched it there. Alright. Well, I'm just stupid. Gonna head out, got some house cleaning to do. Yeah, no, thank you so much for the raid, Mark. Thank you. You're always welcome, dude, and thank you so much. I hope that the cleaning and stuff goes well. And, honestly, hit me up if you ever want to, like, do some PvP battles or something together. I'm always down for that. My buddy Neft does raids periodically with her community as well, so like I know she'd probably be down for some stuff if you're looking for people to play with. But yeah, no, thank you so much. I'm on vacation this week, although I know I'm not normally live this early. So I wish I was. I wish I could do this all the time, but alas. This does not want to set. Oh, come on. just gonna hold this until it sets. I had the same problem with the Cardiads and the bow. Specifically, I can't reach over. This one, their bow just kept dropping because of the way that they're connected. Hey, Strenny, what's up? Hey, Kitsune, what's up, buddy? Yeah, we're struggle bus today. We're trying to get these models done so I can paint them tonight in my dual hobby stream with my buddy Ramses. There you go. A Thenoi Standard Bearer. Is it gonna... Hey, focus. There you go. How you feeling today, buddy? Cannot wait to paint these things. Alright, so we got Anthornoid Champion. My music just ran out. Let's find some more music. 1 second. Let's see if we can find some Ancient Rome lo-fi. There we go. Alright, just here cleaning house. How am I? I'm doing good. On vacation this week, trying to just, get some stuff done and trying to relax for once. Just got into this new game. I'm, trying to get this stuff set up because I'm super excited for it. And yeah, otherwise, just kind of living, man. Just like living life for once. Mostly against my will, but that's beside the point. 16, 17, 18 is what we need. Here's 17. Where's 16? There's 16. These models are huge, too. Like, compared to regular game infantry. Alright, 18. 18's a leg. Where's 18? Give me the leg. There it is. Ah! Meeseek said best existence is pain, exactly. You always wanted to do like what, a gaming like miniature war games? I mean, I'm always down to teach people. Like, you got tabletop sim, you can do it. It's easier to list games I haven't played, though. We'll say that. Build the bigger gaming figures? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I need to show it off. I've shown it off so many times though. Hold on. So this is my monster for this army. So this army here, it's it's a fantasy version of the Undead Roman Legions. Their god was turned on by the other gods because he went in a full megalomaniac tangent, and basically he bored himself into the hole of the primordial god of death and combined with the dude, and in his like hissy fit killed everyone around, including the lesser deities he had spawned. So this is an undead... The fucking light. This is an undead goddess mini. This is like the monster for this army. I am so excited to paint this thing. But I'm waiting to do it because you know, everything else here is plastic, and this is a $140 resin model. So like, yeah, like you know, that's a regular foot soldier. Like, that's her body. Well, part of her body. Like, almost double the size. So, I'm so excited to do this model. That goes in like that, yeah. That's just the base, though. I got Lunecra and I's oldest some models for this game earlier. I showed one off earlier. But one of the other factions is dinosaur riding orcs, genetically engineered orcs. The evil elves engineered the orcs as shock troops, and they when they kicked the orcs out, when they rebelled, they went to the land where dinosaurs were still around, and they tamed the dinosaurs. So it's dinosaur riding orcs that are more of less the 40k, you know, hooligan orcs, more the Warcraft noble demon kind of orcs. Like, we were made for this like wrong purpose, but now we're trying to find our way in the world. But they ride into battle on raptors and triceratops and like T-Rexes and shit. Which I am gonna have to do some work to that too to make sure it's done well for him, because I'm gonna. He knows that we have them, but I'm gonna paint them and stuff for him and give them to him for Christmas. I just need to get them done prior. So that's gonna be a project at some point fairly soon as well. I'll probably just do it off stream though. Yeah, no, you've got actual like Nordic Vikings in this game. The good elves, the ones that are still left, are posing as the Nordic gods, and they took like Nordic tribesmen and genetically engineered them with mixing their blood with like troll DNA and stuff. So you've got like literally trolls and super soldier Nords that are allied with them to try to fight back against the evil elves, including werewolves, which are the werewolves are just recently coming out. You've got regular human kingdoms that are the remains of this army, that when the god came back, he had a couple legions that weren't home, and they're like, yeah, we're not gonna go back over there. Shit's going on. That's not cool. So we're gonna stay right here, and they formed like this world's version of the Germanics and the Franks and the basically Europe. They basically are the Celt Germans descends of Europe. They're called the 100 Kingdoms. They use like magical super soldier knights, cavalry, as their special forces units. Then you've got the evil orcs, which are evil elves, which are called the Spires, and they're all clones and mad scientists and stuff. And you've got the dwarves, which I was talking about earlier, where they were originally a servant race of dragons, and they were getting tired of it, so they were looking for a way out. They were created as a servant race for the dragons, so they bored into the primordial god of war's prison and sold the entire race's soul to them, to the point where if they're not in fights, they burst into flames and stuff. So it's a steampunk dwarf army, as is tradition, but all of their like steampunkness are actually like dwarves who have literally caught on fire because they weren't fighting or weren't aggressive enough, and the primordial god of war is taking out his anger on them. So you've got like elemental fire, like these weird robot things that are controlled by like elemental fire creatures that are inside them. The elemental fire creatures inside them are dwarves that have spontaneously combusted. Oh yeah, they just recently released the city states, which is Greek inspired. It's think Renaissance like era like technology, but with a Greek bent to it, and they have like more traditional like Renaissance style machines and everything. And then there's more factions still coming. Like I said earlier, I'm really excited for this game. So, and I've been looking around for like more lore videos and stuff after I've learned about it, and there aren't any. So I'm gonna start making lore videos for this game soon. I just need to actually sit down and do it. I'm gonna start or record my Nagash one tomorrow for Warhammer Fantasy. I don't know if I'll have it done tomorrow because I gotta do all the visuals and stuff. I need 67 on the command sprue. Okay. Hey, what's up, buddy? Making Maxer style. I've never watched Maxer. My buddy Tainted keeps telling me to do it in the Black Pants Legion style, who's like one of the more popular BattleTech lore video guys. And like I personally was gonna do more of a audibly like actual. I mean, I'd crack jokes here and there, but audibly do the information and then do visual gags. But he's like, you should just be sarcastic like you are anyway. I'm like, I have a problem being sarcastic when I don't have people like to bounce off, right? Ah. You should. Maxer's amazing editing wise. I will have to look him up after this. I'm building undead people, You have your Sharktopus, I have undead. $68. He is made for the new generation. I don't have epilepsy, we're fine. Something happening every 5 seconds, that's fair. I'll have to check him out. I've heard the name, but I've never watched him. There's a mold line right down the face. I'm over here, like, praising them for not having, like, crappy mold lines, and then I start building this unit and find a ton of crappy mold lines. Why must you insist on the annoying accurate nickname? Because of how much it annoys you. Because that's what friends do, buddy. Ah! If you're not constantly annoying your friends, you're not doing it right. And I'm pretty sure anyone here can just can accept that. Well, acknowledge that. Tell me I'm right. Please tell me I'm right. Look at these nerds. See, Kitsune knows what's up. This dude's oh, they're right there. 71 and... Oh, okay. Oh, I see, okay. 71 and 70. 71... So, okay, so yeah, it's just those two. What's 74 for? Was I supposed to use that one here? No, fuck it, whatever. Kitsune, that... I've never seen that, that emote of yours. That's adorable, dude. I love that. I need to get more emotes made. I need to have the money to get more emotes made. The custom emotes I have now, Lunecra made for me, which I adore them. But I have more that I would like to do, and I don't want to overburden her. That's from your Uwu streams. I don't get to pop in on those very often. I'm either live or at work. Those are like the two things. Anytime I see that like you're doing something weird like that. Or, I mean, you know what I mean by weird. Like awesome. Stupid. Fun. Although to be fair, the other day, so our friend Mew Mew has a redeem on her channel now, where if you, it's 10,000 points, and you can give her a script, and she has to read it in Uwu and Niaz, and you need more money for PNGs. Yeah, but she has to read it in Uwu Naz, and I gave her the Boomerang Nebula. Yeah, I gave her the Boomerang Nebula meme. The Boomerang Nebula is actually Among Us meme the other day. And I think I actually made her mad. But it was so funny to hear. Oh, I need to put the necklace on before I can put that arm on. Gotta jump her streams again. It's hard to catch her because, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was during her, if you're on her Discord, Rui posted the video of it on there. If she deleted it, I saved a copy. Thought you were doing stream. I am. I'm doing, tonight, I'm doing a dual hobby stream with Professor Ramses. But I am doing this because I want to work on my, Conquest minis. So I'm getting them all prepped for tonight, and figured I'd just kind of hang out for a little while. And then I'm going to take a break in a little bit, probably in about an hour. And, you know, make dinner. I have to go I actually have to go grocery shopping. Make dinner and stuff. And then we'll be back. It's going to be 9 o'clock for us on the East Coast here. But since I don't work tomorrow, it'll be alright. I don't know how I like that laurel. How does that laurel have to sit? That looks really weird. Oh, I see how it's supposed to sit. Okay. Alright, yep, I can live with that. Yeah, no, but I'm going to be with Ramses tonight. I don't know what Ramses is doing hobby-wise. We haven't talked about that. This is what I will be doing. I will be hopefully painting these. I've got... I swear to God, Cat, if you step on the power off button for my computer again, I will be raffling a cat off in the chat. Earlier, Nana decided she wanted to be in my lap, and I told her no, and so she did not accept that I said no, and as you know, any actual cat will do, she climbed through my drawer that I have, like my mouse and keyboard for the painting room nook, or painting room computer in, and there's a button on this keyboard here that just shuts the PC down. And she stepped on it. And so it's like right about an hour ago, suddenly all of my painting stuff died and no one could hear me. And I'm sitting in here screaming that the cat's, you know, how much of an asshole my cat is. I mean, I love my cat. I really do. But like, you know, anyone that owns cats understands. It was very fun. Yes. Okay, so there's the Athenoid Standard Bearer and the Athenoid Champion. But yes, this little terrorist. Hi. You gonna say hi to people? Yeah, I'm gonna annoy you now. You've been in the way. This little terrorist. Alright, who do we got next? Alright. There's only 3 poses? Wait a minute, what? Okay. Uh, 32, 33, and 34. Here's 33. It's 32. And we need 34 of the legs. There has to be more legs on here. Come on, am I dumb? I'm dumb, aren't I? Haha, I am dumb. They're right in front of me. Yeah, this guy skipped leg day. This guy skipped leg day bad. Hey, I wonder if should make a guardsman army themed after Skaven. Or knight pirate army of jackal-headed beastmen. I mean, there technically is already a, I don't remember the name of it, but there is an all Ratman Imperial Guard Legion, so there's technically already an Imperial Guard army, Skaven army. I don't remember the name of it offhand, and I don't even know if they're still canon. This was back in 3rd edition that they were the last time I saw anything about them. The Imperial Knight Jackal are, I assume they would be Chaos Knights. That sounds cool though. Because Jackal heads would be that would not fly by Imperial standards. Also, what's up, Hellman? Not rattling full and I mean, that would still be Chaos. That would be more Trader Guard then. Which, I mean, obviously you just run them as guard, but there's no real way to run them right now. Although canonically the Skaven have burrowed into 40k. That is actually canon. The Skaven are able to burrow in between dimensions. So that is still completely possible in the lore. Thinking of giving Night Warlord a harpoon. Do it. Sounds great to me. I mean, you harpoon him and drag him in while the flamethrower's going. It's just absolutely brutal. That sounds like something a Chaos Knight would do. Alright, I have 12 of these Athenoi, and there's apparently only 3 sculpts, meaning I have to build the same 3 sculpts 4 times. It's good against monsters and vehicles. It's also good against infantry. Flamethrowers are very good against infantry because you dole out a insane amount of hits. The harpoon is the best is against monsters and vehicles. All right. So you need head 42 and crown 43. I'm gonna have to get another box of these. I really do want to build these Varrigan Guard. I really like the undead Norse look to them. There's 42. Yeah, D36. Yeah, D36 attacks. That's true. But that still, you can mulch a group of Imperial Guard with those. Like, if you roll, not that it's ever gonna always gonna happen, but if you roll 3 6s, that's 18 shots, and I believe they're auto hitting. Yeah. And in the past, flamers were auto hit. I don't know about now. I haven't looked. I don't run flamers in my army very often, despite Blood Angels liking them. Mostly because I focus more on the close combat stuff, but I like close combat armies in every game I play, to be honest. It's very rare that I play any kind of shooting army. Ignore cover, torrent. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. In the past, it wasn't a keyword ability. It was literally just, they just auto hit. I think I have more flamers in my Horus Heresy army than my 40k army, which makes actual somewhat sense. Oh well, that cleaned up really nice. Cannot wait for the old world to come back out. Yeah, of course it does AP. Fire penetrates armor. You gotta think about it. The fire will get the armor hot, and like, it might not actually go inside, but it'll still burn the people inside. There are a ton of combos like that on paper just look really, really nasty, but in practice, they're not, because you're like, the harpoon is great, don't get me wrong, but like that is your weak point. But the harpoon isn't there for the damage. The harpoon is there to as a control piece, and that's the thing people need to look at. But yeah, I mean, that I've seen other people run similar things, and it is nasty. A buddy of mine has a full chaos knight warband and does a similar situation to that. I need 46. There it is. Well, what you do is you run a because well, you have to run the, I don't remember what size knight gets the harpoon. I don't know if you can do it on the small knights. I can't remember what they're called. The Helmgers, Armigers. I don't know what the chaos version's called. But if you run it on like the warden size ones, and then you just back it up with like a unit of the Armigers, or you have like a knight paladin there with it, or even like the new Cerestus Lancer or something there with it. So you reel it in. Reel the unit in, and have your flamethrower knight just do anything it possibly can, and then you just turn and set a close combat monster down next to it, and that close combat monster just turns and wrecks whatever you pull in the next turn, and just have them march up the field as a pair. If you can run them on the little knights, then you can, you know, actually obviously do it in a pack tactic kind of situation. Okay, that's gonna go low. Okay, I'm not super fond of how close that is. So I think we're gonna leave that arm off. Let's see how the other one looks. Can you bully Nids? It's easy to bully Nids. Nids aren't doing too great right now. Just stab myself with a piece of plastic. Anti-monster forward, devastating wounds. Yeah. I mean, it's just like anything else, though. You're gonna have to, if something else gets closer to you and it can take you out, like, you gotta worry about that. But yeah, you could bully Nids with that. But a good Nid player will have an answer to that. Probably like a Psychophage or something, or even, you know, range bombardment, because as long as you're, you know, out of range of the hook, then you're fine. You want them closer? Just imagine a guy grabbing a Swarm Lord, fucking burning him to... They've done that. People have burned the Swarm Lord to death multiple times. Okay, so we'll put that arm on. That arm's fine. Oh, wait. Okay, I think we're going to leave him... Yeah, we're going to leave both of him... If it's like that... Do it like that. Do I want to... That's the way it's supposed to go. So I think the first guy will leave like that. So we'll put you there. How many? I don't know offhand. I'd have to look. I honestly don't use Swarmy, so I don't know. Hey! What up, Lucifer? Cheers, bud. Alright, yep, there we go. So there's those 2 arms for that guy. Alright, next. Emotional damage. Yeah, you know, I already have that. Okay, back to Athenoi 1, I guess. What bodies do we have left on here? There's a 4 on there. Where does 4 go? What, okay, hold on. What goes to 4? There's 1 arm, there's 2 arms. Oh. There's no instructions in here for 4. I mean, you do you. It's your army. That sounds great, but that's completely within the range of possibilities. There's no... Hold on a minute. Let's look up the instructions here. Ma'am, I'm getting plastic all in your fur because you refuse to be anywhere but my lap. You know that, right? I don't want you eating little plastics. You're 12 years old. That'll hurt you. Alright, let's go to Para Bellum's website. Because I think they have instruction booklets, and I apparently don't have a full instruction book. I think it'd be sick to paint them, sell 1,000 Sun Style Knight. Yeah, it's a 3D printable one. I actually want to eventually get my own 1,000 Sun Style Knights. They also have the wolf head for like Space Wolf style knights. Oh, oops. Yeah. Where are they're there? Okay, so I guess I just go ham, see what I can fit together. All right, well, fuck it, let's do it. Let's see what happens. Leader could be called. I mean, the leader statting everything out and writing your own lore and stuff. That's all basically your own. Whatever you feel is comfortable with. Mad Dog's a decent name for him, or for something like that. Yeah. I'm assuming this other leg goes to 4. Yep, that leg does go to 4. Alright. I should have 12 of these, though. That's 4. Oh, I do have 2 more spurs. Okay. Alright, I gotta figure out what arms I want to use with him, so we'll just clip all the arms out and see where we are. Just imagine player defense force screaming. I mean, the sounds of burning is just normal for some planets. Like, look at Nocturne. It's like the old Kadishan joke about you know, we're walking, or I don't know where they were, but the guy goes, yeah, I know what you mean. The old Kadishan joke, the guy, they're walking, oh, they're on a Tyranid invasion planet, and they're like, it hurts to breathe. There's giant man-eating bugs all over the place. I saw my friend eaten by a giant something we thought was a plant the other day, and you know, the sounds of the dying are all over the place. Holy hell, it feels like I'm home. Yeah. Thank you for catching it with your head, Nana. That was very kind of you. Pilot's a Tyrant Knight. Tyrants are the equivalents of Wardens, right? I want to do a bunch of knights themed after the Armor Core 6 cast. That would be I always thought that would be cool. The wall of guns. Yeah, no, that's the Castellan. The Castellan is the wall of guns. The Warden is the close combat version of the Castellan, though. Look at that. We have one stand full. One stand of people. Hellman is a deep 40k person. As they have some really cool ideas about how, like, luring out certain armies and stuff of theirs. And honestly, I mean, they have some cool ideas. I'm not gonna lie. But it's so Skaven are rat people. From Warhammer Fantasy. Canonically, though, Skaven... That sprue is spent. That's all spare stuff. Where is my spare sprue box? Canonically, Skaven are capable of burrowing through the ground into other... actually other dimensions and stuff. They burrowed from Warhammer Age of Sigmar into Warhammer 40k a couple years ago. Which, you know, it's one of those things that some people don't like as canon, but I always thought it was absolutely hilarious. So, and honestly, if you just can't take these things too seriously. Like, the game is meant to be satire. Like, I love the lore and stuff, but it's literally a joke of, you know, totalitarian regimes and stuff like that. So, to me, it's hilarious. Have you never played 40k? Never looked into 40k stuff? Thinking about Beastman, Jackal. Yeah, so some of the other thing that he was they were saying about is you have Imperial Knights, which are literally giant, like, robot suits that the Imperium and Mechanicus use, that are literally piloted by feudal knights, because they're the planets they were on, they kind of devolved into a feudal caste system during what they call Old Knight, which I'll explain all that eventually one day, because it's a lot to get into right now. And the pilots of said knights, some of them have turned to Chaos. Well, turning to Chaos, there's a couple different ways you can go. Most people that are a knight pilot, or most people that are knight pilots, or like Titan pilots or aircraft pilots and stuff in the 40k universe, when they turn to Chaos, end up fused into their tanks or planes or whatever, like physically. The plane and stuff starts growing fleshy bits, and they literally merge into it and become part of it. Like, there's a unit called a Helldrake that's a Space Marine, Chaos Space Marine flyer, and it literally looks like a mechanical dragon. Those were originally fighter planes. And the roars of the dragon are the screams of their pilots that are trapped inside. And yeah, it's pretty metal. All right, that head doesn't work. Yeah, that head doesn't work. Yeah, but so one of the other things that can happen is you devolve into a Beastman, which is exactly what it sounds like. So what Hellman is suggesting is that their pilots have devolved into jackal-headed Beastmen, because one of the factions one of the Space Marine factions is Egyptian inspired, and they tend to use a lot of, you know, like beastmen and stuff from like Egyptian style mythology. Like, you know, their main troops are bird-headed people like Thoth and everything. Well, Jackal would be Anubis, and in the time and everything, a lot of those chaos armies will have taken and merged. Wait, what? That isn't going in either. What the hell? But they'll have taken and redone the suits and stuff in such a way that they would resemble the Chaos corrupted pilot. So the jackal-headed people piloting jackal-headed mecha that are, you know, like 3 stories tall. Massive mech, so you see a 6'7" jackal head guy. Yeah, that grabs you. But also a lot of chaos pirates too. One of these heads is gonna work for this fucking thing. Yeah, no, 40k lore is really, well, Warhammer lore in general is really, really, like, convoluted and deep in a lot of ways. It's also not very deep in a lot of other ways. Alright. Ah, that one fits. That one will fit. Guys, worship Sinesh. Just... It make... I mean, if you're jackal-headed, you'd be more likely to worship Siege, to be honest. Slanesh would more than likely actually merge you with your stuff, canonically. Slanesh is one of the more corruptible chaos gods. Or one of the more corruption-focused chaos gods. Do you want to use that one? What do you look like? Okay, do I use the one with the regular burial mask? Or it, but cracked on the top? Okay, I don't know if you guys can see these. This is this burial mask here, but it's cracked there on the top. Is it gonna focus? Hello, focus. Focus? Please? Alright, so that burial mask, but it's cracked here on the top. Or we have the same burial mask, but it's cracked here where you see some of the chin poking out. I'm leaning towards the chin. What do you all think? It's not going to focus, is it? There it goes. Yeah, I agree, Katsuni. I think I'm going to lean towards the chin. They're worshiping just to make pleasure cults have more new pilots. Yeah, this canonically, House Divine actually captures knights and corrupts them into Slanesh by like having massive orgies and then tying them into their cockpits until they merge into them. That's actually canon for Slaneshi knights. Ooh, I like this one. But then again, most of House Divine is also merged, so they have to use their sacrosanct to do a lot of that work. Okay. Alright, so now we get to choose arms. What do we got for arms? It looks like a match set. I think we're gonna go with these ones, 57 to 56. Although, if you're going to be doing any close combat stuff with that unit, taking the Marcus Slanesh would be better for you, Hellman. Marcus Slanesh is melee focused. You guys are spare parts. Can't wait to see how the next faction that comes out for this game looks, because if they're what I think they're going to be, I might pick some of them up because the whole idea of Ottoman Empire like Jin mages within this game sounds like an amazing thing. I also like the Spires, though, the evil elves. I might pick some of them up, too, eventually. Melee hits, there's grippers. Yeah, but you're going to have more than just him. What I would do, personally, in that situation, and this is just my own playstyle, though, I would keep my commander in the back, unless I've got aura buffs from him, and turn him into just a pure artillery piece. And then I would have a ton of melee people rushing up ahead of him, and like they gotta die to keep him up, you know. That's the way I play, though. Ah. Enchantment. Forget. I don't know the enchantments. I don't know the Chaos Knight enchantments at the moment. I've never built a list for Chaos Knights. Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and glue those in. I like the way those sit. Does something with Battle Shock. I mean, Battle Shock is strong right now. I mean, think about it this way. Instead of insta-death army and insta-deaths like it used to be, if you fail Morale Test now, you can't contest objectives, meaning you get a points deficit on your victory points. Which, I mean, one way or another, you're going to end up losing the game because you start running out of points. You either don't have dudes to fight or you don't have points to score, you know? So Battle Shock is incredibly strong at the moment if you have a way to modify it. But the ProfIscariot School of Combat is, if they ain't got dudes, they can't win the game. Maybe force them to take Battle Shocks when the shot. Yeah, that's a good one. That would be a good one. Well, there's our first tray of Athenoi. I've got 8 more Athenoi to build. I don't think we're getting all this done, all these done today, though. But I've got quite a few now here to paint. So, send dudes. I'm in a fight. Send fights, I'm in a dudes. Alright, so 1, 2. Wish I remember where these were. There's one. There's two. Ding. There's one. We'll just go ahead and clip everything out for this guy. Because this is the one we built into our standard bearer, so 10. There's 11. We're going to need that. There's 10. Uh, 15 and 14. Basically during a battle phase, I select someone within my engagement range and force them to do a battle. Yeah. If that's how it reads, that's pretty strong. I'll have to look at it later. Let's see how fast we can get these guys done. Because what I'll probably do is I'll cut stream, finish the Athenoi real quick. I'll cut stream. I'm gonna go to the grocery store. Oh, actually, I'll probably prime these guys real quick. Primer's gonna take like 2 hours to set up. So what I might do, yeah, I'll probably cut stream, run to the grocery store, prime these guys, and then keep building until we go live again tonight at 9 Eastern time with Ramses. I actually might take a nap too. I've been up since like 7. Should probably take a nap. Hey, Hellman. Cheers. Something with engagement, like enemy during the battle phase. Yeah, that sounds right. And it's still early in 10th edition, so like a lot of the stuff's not solidified yet. So it's kind of like theory crafting is very awkward at the moment. I mean, if it forces someone to take battle shock tests, yeah, that's pretty strong. I gotta figure out how battle shock works in this game. I figure out how I gotta learn to play this game. Tainted and I were talking about maybe doing a day where I record or stream us playing Conquest, because Tainted's not a fan of 40k anymore. He hasn't played since 5th edition. We can play some fantasy, but I couldn't. There's no chance in hell I could get him to play 40k. But us recording us playing Conquest, which I would actually love. I gotta get my gaming table set back up. But I'm currently using part of it as a wall. It'll be cool. Yeah, I just gotta figure out how, because like this is a document camera that I've got here, and obviously that's not gonna be great for showing how showing the gameplay. I gotta figure out what kind of camera I would need, and we'd probably have to get some kind of gimbal assembly to hold it and all that stuff. We got actually a bunch of games. Like I know I could probably get him to do some BattleTech. I mean, hell, we could just play BattleTech, the tactical Steam game, because like the BattleTech game by Harebrained Schemes, one of the creators of it was literally the creator of BattleTech, MechWarrior. And it runs off the same rules as the tabletop game. It's kind of like how Baldur's Gate runs off D&D rules, which is nice. I love when the games do that. I heard someone making an argument about a World Eater special unit being allowed in a vehicle because of a rule over... Yeah, that's pretty standard right now. Until everyone gets their codexes and they flesh a few things out, they're always going to be looking for new stuff. And also, like, 10th edition was kind of a hard reset on everything, and it homogenized a lot of stuff, for better or worse. So there's a lot of, like, funky rules and stuff right now. Although the game flows a lot better. I don't like list building anymore. I do not like the idea, or the way list building works, because I don't like not having to pay for your war gear. I feel like that causes way too many overpowered issues. But everything else about the game I really like. Everything else about the rule set I really like, I should say. No way. Yeah, have you never played it? Have you ever played BattleTech? Kitsune? Or do you know about, like, I mean, I assume you know about MechWarrior and stuff. Night Lords probably not. Emperor's Children definitely. I could see Emperor's Children with the new Horus Ascended model that they released. That is, I guarantee money that would be coming out for regular 40K sometime soon. Nope, never, only played D&D. Oh, hell yeah. No, I keep finding that. So, like, my dad, is actually the person that got me into D&D. And he's, like, he's a, redneck truck driver, but, like, he's an OG nerd who kind of, like, hid his nerd side as he grew and kind of grew more into it. Hold on a second. Oh. Yeah, he's kind of an OG nerd who kind of like hid his nerdy side because he was born in '70, so he grew up like in the '70s and '80s, and he was picked on for it, and he kind of grew more into like a car guy, redneck kind of car guy, truck driver and stuff. But he always like had a little thing for D&D. So when me and my brother started getting into more and more nerdy hobbies and everything, and my uncle came back. The uncle that got me into Gundam came back from the Marines and stuff, and decided that he was gonna, one day run a D&D campaign. Dad's like, "Oh yeah, cool, let's do this." He goes out and tries to find the old first edition and second edition books he had, and he couldn't find them. So he's like, "All right, we'll go ahead and get third edition." So then here I am at like what 9 years old or something, learning D&D. But he was always very supportive of my nerdy habits. He's the reason I got into miniature wargaming in the first place. He got me into card games. He got me into miniature wargaming. He like a lot of my nerdy habits are from him. And then like he also taught me how to work on cars, and that working on cars is how I learned to work on computers. But that's a whole other story. Friends like, yeah, I really want to do Alpha Legion. They have nothing special about, but they all have special characters, but yeah. But yeah, no, what I was saying is, where I was going with that is one of the other games that I very quickly soon after learned was BattleTech, because I was always interested in mecha and stuff because of my love of Gundam, and I knew BattleTech as MechWarrior, and it was not too long after that I met my buddy Tainted Donut there, who is a old school BattleTech fan, and he's the one that got me into or taught me like how to play BattleTech and the BattleTech RPG, because it was originally an RPG setting with a miniature game on top and everything. So, they used to. Night Lords and Alpha Legion did have characters in past editions. They could easily bring them back. So, when Harebrained Schemes released that they're bringing out the Battletech game, though, I was super excited. I unfortunately missed the Kickstarter. Tainted didn't. He wears that bomber jacket literally everywhere. Yeah, and then I recently paid into the new Battletech Kickstarter, the Battletech Mercenaries Kickstarter that went off a few months ago, so that should be shipping to me soon. I have a ton of Battletech stuff to paint, actually. No, still, I would love to make a D&D character for him. I did make Mom a D&D character. She's a... me and my mom do not get along. So I don't think... I mean, as awesome as it would be, I don't think that would ever happen. But yeah, my dad always leaned towards rangers and like druids and stuff. And his characters would regularly just get the shit kicked out of them because he's like, oh, I can take it. And just got the shit kicked out of him. Yeah, you can get it on Steam. Should be on Steam. I have it on Steam. I'm gonna give you a challenge, Katsuni. Keep your Decker alive. I don't know a single person that kept Decker alive past the 3rd mission. That dude is just a magnet for headshots. I think my dad would be a fucking nerd and try Dex Paladin. Jesus. First character in D&D is whatever. My first character in D&D was a undead. I was a cleric. It was a half health cleric. In 3rd edition, he was a death domain cleric because I wanted to be able to reanimate the dead because I was a fucking goth, adolescent. Nothing has ever changed. In my 30s and still a fucking goth. He at the end of that campaign, we were stopping. He was neutral evil, so he wasn't like evil, but he had to be neutral evil because the only deity that gave me the ability to animate dead was evil. So my cousin, not my uncle's kid, but my actually technically my cousin's future nephew, or my uncle's future nephew, because he married my uncle's mother's. It's a long story. They were family friends. They were my mom's childhood friends, and my uncle, who's my dad's youngest brother, married into their family, then causing us to actually become cousins, despite us being friends forever. But
rated with 10 viewers.
He was playing a super dumb barbarian, and my uncle we're at the final fight, and we managed to stop this guy from doing his Ascend to Godhood spell, because, classic traditional D&D, like, hook and everything. And my uncle passes me a sheet and goes, alright, kill the party. I'm like, okay, kill the party. Oh god, hi Annie! I didn't see the raid, what's up? Welcome in, Raiders! I was just vibing and working on a model and not looking at my screen, and I'm on a different channel. Welcome in, I'm Professor Iscariot. Hey Annie, you want to kill the party? I'm working on Undead Roman Legions right now. I'm building Undead Roman Legions. Anyway, let me get you a shout out there. Just finished your first... Hell yeah! That explains why I'm watching myself on the other screen now. There we go. Everyone, please follow my friend Annie. They are a wonderful person. Anyway, welcome in, Raiders. I'm Professor Iscariot, Archon of History and Folklore, and we're building Conquest miniatures. This is, where... This is a game made by Para Bellum Games. It's a Greek company. And it's Conquest, The Last Argument of Kings, and that is not going to show up right. It's made by the people who made by one of the guys who was a lead designer on Warhammer Fantasy Battle and Bolt Action, and he founded his own company and made this new setting. So it's really cool, and yeah, you're tired. Pin this message. Yeah. Fish, yeah. I miss first character was a goblin based heavily on sticks from the stick. I never played the 6 games. I have no idea what that means, Helman. Went to sleep at 4 a.m. Why? Why, Annie? Why would you do that to yourself? And, well, anyway, let me finish my story real quick. Yeah, so he passes me a thing and just says, kill the party. I'm like, alright. This is my first ever D&D game. My uncle's like, alright, kill the party. Evil cleric. Okay. So I kill the party. And, he's like, alright, so he describes my character walking up to observe the, ritual to ascend to godhood. Because over the course of the campaign, I had become, like, upset with my god because she wouldn't let me res all the things that I wanted to. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go become the god of the dead. Goblin Thief was basically an adrenaline junkie. Oh, hell yeah. I had to finish some stuff for back end to be ready for a raid train I'm part of. Oh, okay. Could have been done later. Yeah, I understand. I understand that heavily. But yeah, so... I go and observe the ritual because it hadn't yet dissipated and go to ascend to godhood. And my cousin's character, the barbarian, shrugs off like all my attacks because he's just this big dumb monstrosity of strength. And he charges me, and he tackles me out thinking he's saving me. Well, of course, my character, being the evil cleric, gets mad at him and, you know, kills him on the spot. And then we wrap the campaign. And then my uncle goes, okay, I need you to make characters. We're starting 150 years in the future from that. Give me your sheet. This character's the new main bad guy of the story. He's trying to finish the ritual, because the ritual could only be done every 150 years. And you're going to go around and basically your party from prior is the like legendary heroes of this world now. And you're gonna go around and collect all of their artifacts so you can go and beat my character. And it was awesome. He came up with this this prestige class called Gambler that was really fun. That you fought with a magical deck of playing cards, and you actually would sit there, and on top you would draw poker hands, and based on the poker hands you drew would let you do what spells you could do and stuff like that. It was I missed playing with them. Currently, both characters I'm currently playing are blood hunters. I've got a Furbolg, Lycanthrope blood hunter in one campaign, and then I've got a Mutagen shifter blood hunter in another campaign. But the next character I want to play is a Dragonborn monster hunter ranger. I've been dual sword focused monster hunter ranger. I've been trying to get him in a campaign for like 3 years now. And every time I'm like, I'm going to play this character, the campaign falls apart before it starts. I'm starting to think he's cursed, but like I want to play my boy. Oh, I see what the problem is. I never cleaned that. There we go. 1 second, I'll read that as soon as I get this piece on. We started Octung Cthulhu last night, actually. So, I'm playing a Northern Ireland, experiment character. He's a boffin, meaning he's a scientist that was experimented on, but an RAF medic. RAF medic. Familiar with the Eggs Warlord game series of stories based on D&D campaign though? I have heard of it. I have not watched or read it. I've heard the name. I don't know much about it, Annie. I would love to, though. That actually sounds pretty awesome. Longest running character is a Hobgoblin Monk. Oh, God. Party played an evil campaign, eventually took over the world. GM retired them. They made new characters that are good and had to take... That sounds amazing. I didn't think you liked the Artificer as much as you did. So many... Yeah, I played UA Artificer back when it was first being developed. And I played the Gun Mage specialization. And I had so much fun. And then I looked at Artificer when it came out. And I was like, man, I'd rather still play the UA one. But I understand why they had to nerf some of that stuff. Some of it was really broken. Warlord was their LCG. So it was played out in... Okay, that makes sense. Surprisingly, he's... Yeah, I'm not surprised. Okay, give food, Annie. I'll be here. I'll be here for a little while longer. DM recently allowed you Eldritch Evocation to give back... Why? Okay, so we're gonna... Let's see here. It doesn't... What other arms can I use? I want to do the champion. Nuke the Lich with Sickening Radiance. It's just rude. Okay, what arms here do I have? Let's, you were 47 and 46 on the next one. So we'll leave those out. 57 and 56 were the ones we used for that guy. Let's try 30 and 31. See what you look like when you're connected. Made a holy nuke. Have you ever heard of the peasant railgun? It's a thing that it's on 1D4chan. It's something 4chan came up with that it's not technically legal, but it's so funny that I generally allow it. Oh, yes, dear. Okay. Okay. Yes, it's something I generally allow if my group decides to try it because it's just funny. But you need a lot of followers for it to work. And I don't know if it works in newer editions. This was 3rd edition was the last time I saw it. Basically, you get like 100, 200 peasants and line them up in a row. And you make them all take ready actions, except the guy in the back. The guy in the back holds like a spear or something, and he readies to hand it forward. So an action is 6 seconds in D&D. At least in 3rd edition it was. So when they do the ready actions, that means they can, they're prepared and they can do actions at like double time. And so the peasant railgun, you take the last guy who's got the spear and everyone readies to hand the spear forward until the guy in the very front is ready to throw the spear. So the spear goes like this, rapidly down the line of 200 peasants in about 7 seconds, leaving the guy in the front's hand at like terminal velocity. We've used it to destroy a castle. That's Lunecra leaving our ring doorbell. The joke they did with the math and physics. Yes, exactly. Yep. Someone did the math. It's like 33 d20 worth of damage or some shit. And it's not really rules viable, but it's so fucking funny to me. I just have to let it happen every time I see it. Oh, you're not glued there yet. Oops. Oh, okay. I see that. That was right. All right. Yeah, we can live with that. We can live with that one. So you're gonna go right. Yeah, right there. You could have a whole conversation in 2 seconds. True. Yeah, I am not a math person. So I don't do the math to figure that out. I just follow what other people tell me about that, and it's just funny to me. I am a history and English and, you know, anthropology person. Math is the only class I ever struggled in, except Spanish, because I had pneumonia early in the year and never caught up in Spanish and never went back to try to catch up because I was so far behind and the teacher wouldn't help me. So I just called that a fail and moved on to tech classes. And I never went back to try to learn another language that, is actually used in the world. The only smart-ass spell I allow is heat metal and heat metal and armor is just funny. Another good one is create water and lungs. Because, if you're going to be evil, be evil. Don't allow that because they can do the same thing. I mean, that's fair. It's one of those things, like, if the characters are going to do it, like, morally ambiguous characters would still do that, so I have no problem having NPCs do that kind of stuff. It's like Shadowrun. You're supposed to play, there's times where you're supposed to play the bad guy, so be as rude as you possibly can. Cat's meant to an asshole. What are those memes going around right now that the wizard memes? It's damn it, I can't think of the name. There's a lot of good ones I've seen lately, though. Did you fall? Oh, you're... Sir, your arm is supposed to be up higher than that. I'm sorry, 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Okay. And our lo-fi ran out too. Here you go. Here's an hour of Roman ambiance. Alright, anyway, sorry about that, guys. I'm back now. I hope I muted that time. Alright, there's that. That's 6 of them. We got 6 more to build. Trying to make sure they don't all look the same, but testicle pendulum swing. All right. Just that, and we need this one. There we go. Hey, Ramses! What up, buddy? You ready for tonight? Everyone, please give my buddy Ramses here a follow. He's who we'll be streaming with tonight. Yes and no. Yeah, that's why I'm here. These are the guys I'll be painting tonight. These models. That's a Carafted, Old Dominion Carafted. It's a statue possessed by the blood of a dead god. I've got 3 of those. I've got my Archmandrite. I've got my Strategos. These are Thenoi I'm putting together now. There are the bits for the Strategos and the one with Thenoi that doesn't have his arms. You don't know what? Yeah, that's fair. That's actually why I decided to do this, because this ambiance is literally just straight up ambiance. Hold on a second. Turn it up just a little bit. Gets worse. Don't know what to build or paint. See, I've been wanting to work on these because like I've done so much Warhammer stuff lately. I've been wanting to do something other than Warhammer lately. So and this is a new game for me. So I'm like super excited to try it, and the quicker I can get these guys painted, the quicker I can try it. I actually have my buddy stuff, some of my buddy stuff to paint too. Looked up out. Yeah, it's so good, dude. I actually will probably be playing it on stream sometime soon. I got to get into my Souls run. I've been kind of putting it off. I got to get into my Souls run. I've got to get back to Diablo with Blue. And then like tomorrow I'm playing Left 4 Dead with a new friend McNutty. That's 4. I cut the wrong leg out. Or not tomorrow, Friday. Tomorrow I'm actually going to probably not be live. I will be recording lore videos, recording the stuff for my lore videos, and then I will be going to my normal mini night, on my normal Thursday mini night. And then Friday I'm doing Left 4 Dead, and then I'm actually supposed to be taking this weekend off. We might do something, I'm not sure yet, on Saturday. I have to figure it out what I want to do. But Sunday is Lunecra and I's 10-year anniversary, so we're I'm definitely not going to be live that day. Got some you want to do. Was gift a Sonic Lego. I meant to gift you the Death Scythe actually, and I did not have the money to do it. I wanted to, you have that Death Scythe model on your throne, and I thought it would be so cool for the two of us to build them together, because I also have it, and I got to build it. but I did not have the money, so I was just like, maybe next year I'll do something like that with him. So, got the figure rise shink. I mean, I'm gonna be painting, so like, whatever you want to do. I actually have something I wanted to ask you later, before we get started, anyway, because Lunecra brought an idea up. Yeah, I will. After I cut out here, which I'm gonna finish these guys and then probably get these guys primed. And like I said, I have to go do some grocery shopping and feed the kids and such before. And then, unfortunately, I am going back to the weekend job for a little bit. So I'm still going to try to do hobby streams at least every other weekend. Or at least, I mean, we'll figure it out. I will figure it out. We're going to keep it happening. I'm just not sure exactly how yet. But we need the extra income right now, so unfortunately. Unless what I just was on the phone for ends up being really good news, and then that's the case, then we wouldn't have to worry about that anymore. Think I'm blindfold yourself. Spin in a circle. Spin in a circle, close your eyes, and fall on something. Either that or let chat choose. That's what I've done a couple times. I've just like chose like 3 or 4 things and let chat choose them. Okay, it's that one. All right.
Mars,
hey, thanks for the follow, Mars. Welcome to the class. Permission to post. Yeah, go ahead. Post a link. You should be okay to do it. We're gonna use this one. Came with Annie, you were lurking. Oh, fair. Thank you. Welcome in. I've been doing more and more hobby streams lately, primarily because I literally have a backlog that takes up half of my basement that should at least look pretty if it's gonna take up space. So, but I do actually play video games other times. And, you know, I've got to get some models taken care of before the old world drops next month, and Lunecra kills me for buying and yet another Warhammer game. Does anyone have a couch I could sleep on when she kills me for that? He does. Fun to watch, please. Thank you so much, Ramses. I've been looking forward to tonight, dude. I was like, this is perfect. I get to play with my Conquest stuff. I get to talk to my buddy. I've got 3 dogs here, Kitsune. You're good. I got 3 large dogs here. We have a husky, who's my old boy. He came with me. He'll be 14 if he makes it to April. We got a lab pit chow boxer mix who's 7, and then we got their oldest of 13 puppies, who is 4 now. 4 or 5. Actually, Mama Pup there will be 7 next month. She's 6 right now. She'll be 7 next month. I love that dog to death. He was my only constant during what I consider the darkest time of my life. I've been doing everything I can to help him out, but his arthritis is getting real bad. And I've been struggling with the thought of maybe I'm the one that needs to make the decision, but I don't want to make the decision. There are days he's himself. And there are days I'm worried he's not going to be here at Christmas. So that's kind of what I mean by that, Mars. I love that dog to death. He is one of my best friends, and he has been my only constant in my life. Or he was the only constant in my life for some very bad times for me. So, but I have that concern that I'm prolonging his suffering kind of because the arthritis just gotten so bad. So. But then, of course, it's snowing this morning, and he's just, happily prancing around the backyard when he had trouble getting up the staircase last night. So, he does shit like that to me, too. It only snowed for a little while. It wasn't very long, but still. Never easy. Yeah. Had to put a soul dog down about 2 years. Oh, yeah. I am going to be a broken human being when that dog is gone for a little while. So, probably, honestly, forever, but, I'm already a broken human being, just, in a different way. My cat, the one that, made the appearance earlier, who's been, demanding my attention basically all day, he's the whole reason we have her. My ex was working at her, she's 12. She'll be 13 this coming year. My ex was working at a liquor store her aunt and uncle owned, and still have her bowl of toys. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to get rid of his stuff. I've even decided I'm going to get him cremated. I decided that, but I wouldn't be able to get rid of his stuff. But yeah, so my ex found her as she was closing up the store one night, and there were 2 kittens. They walked in the store, and she brings the one down to my place, and we're like, all right, we'll take her to the Humane Society in the morning. I don't know what to do with her, and I don't know anyone that can take her. I wasn't really in the best spot to take her or anything at the moment. But then I woke up in the middle of the night, and here she is snuggling with the husky. We're laying in bed, and he's at the foot of the bed, and I'm like, where's the kitten? And she's curled up in the dog donut at 6 weeks old, and they've been really close ever since. So I'm just like, guess I have a cat now, and 12 years later I still have a cat. Oh yeah, I guess that did not sound right. Yep, my bad. My ex, who is also my kid's godmother. We'll go with that. Found this cat and brought it to me. Me? We got 8 Athenoid done. I only got 4 more to build. And then 6 Cataphracts and 24 Legionaries. And the Fallen Divinity. This way. Yeah. I have he's the first one that was actually mine. First dog that was actually mine. But we had a pug when I was growing up. And he was always a very good boy, and he was my dad's dog, but him and I were always very close, and I actually my last wolf in lineage I named after him. And I kind of still cry a little bit, like, you know, what, 20 years later, still just brings a tear to my eye anytime I think about that, or like happen to see one of my screenshots of standing next to him with my lineage character. Yeah, well, that's the thing, people don't understand. I'm half native, half Seneca specifically, and our tribe is very, very close to our animals, so we I'm not the abnormal one in my family. Like, it's the white side of my family that actually it can get like that at times, and even they're not that bad. It's just some of the more, you know, out there people in that family. The European descended side of my family. All right, what head are we putting on here? I really want to put these Viking heads on there. They look so fucking cool, but they would not work. Oh, is it? Yeah. Honestly, that's a sign of a good person in my mind. Being able to have a close bond with your dogs, that's, in my mind, that makes you a person. Like, it's not the only way, but, like, if a dog likes you, I'm way more inclined to trust you right off the bat. Let's put it that way. Hey, welcome back, Annie. My voice just cracked. How? Had left. Oh, I want curry now. Damn it, Annie. Oh, hey everyone. Ramsey's posted a. I didn't see it. Sorry, Ramsey's. Ramsey's posted a thing there. Let's see what what do you got here? What do you got listed? Ramsey's posted a poll out there on Twitter about what he wants to do tonight on our dual stream. Give him a push. See what's going on. I personally chose a real grade. I don't know which ones you have. I'd have to look, but I either a real grade or common rider is my suggestions. Just because that common rider kit looks really fucking cool. This ambiance music makes me feel like I'm playing Devil May Cry. Real Grey Wing 0, custom Exia. Yeah, no, Exia for sure. Exia over Wing every day. We were too busy talking about dogs. I didn't see it, Ramsey. Sorry, bud. Not gonna go hug Sorum. Not that I, you know, he doesn't aggravate me sometimes too. He's gotten to a point where he's always like, Huskies in general are anxiety dogs. Like they have real bad anxiety. But he's kind of gotten to the point where, like, if he can't see me, he starts freaking out unless he's outside. So I will be sitting here working on stuff, and he'll try to get under my desk, and he has knocked my airbrush out of my hands and broke it. Actually, I got the piece here still. He did that a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago. He knocked that out of my hand and right-angled the, that's the, needle guide. So that was like $30. Feels, yeah. Yeah, I know that feeling. My whole family breeds dogs. That, like I said, the whole native side of the family breeds dogs. So like, I have a lot of good like dog related memories. You go up where my dad's from, and like you step out of a car, and you're greeted by a pack, and the tails are wagging. It's literally a pack. It's just furry faces, like as far as the eye can see. Obviously not that many, but like it's just adorable, and the tails are going constantly, and it's just you're gonna get all of the doggy kisses you could want. Pitbull makes my anxiety too. Couldn't sleep. Oh yeah, that's great for so like I said, our third dog is the husky and the mutt's puppy. They had 13 pups between 2 litters. And he's the oldest one that survived. He actually had a sister that didn't make it through the first night, but he's the oldest one that survived, and we kept him. And his mother is a lab pit chow boxer mix. Also, all anxiety breeds. So we literally bred 5 anxiety breeds together. Yeah, we literally bred 5 anxiety breeds together and went, this will make a good dog. He's adorable. He's generally is adorable. Is a sweetheart. He gets on Lunecra's nerves a lot because he absolutely adores her and will seek any kind of comfort he can from her specifically, and pushes her out of the way of things he's trying to do, or she's trying to do. Big dog Sammy is bad. Yeah. Yeah, it's not uncommon, especially in big dogs.
Unknown caller.
One sec. Spam risk from my work phone that isn't supposed to even be ringing this week. Yeah, but it's super common in large breeds. I don't actually know why, but okay, I don't know how do I want you to. Alright, how do I want you to go? We can do this. Okay, I'm okay with that. We'll stick that one like that. Alright. So let's put you there. You can go like this. Alright, so that's going to sit like that for a second, and then this one, I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. I just heard the gate upstairs full. I imagine that's probably the old boy we've been talking about. Alright. Oh, there we go. That's not too bad. There we go. His shoulder doesn't exactly fit where it should, but that's fine. Just means that the armor rode up a little bit. or you know, his shoulder was broken when he. That's fine. I can live with that. That's all right. Should be the same guy. Oh, I did the exact same thing with him. Yeah. All right. Can we put the sword up? There we go. We'll do that. We'll do the sword up like that. All right. There we go. So that way they all look slightly different. And then you, I know you have the swords that are going to go close to your body, so we'll do that. There we go. That's 8 of them. We got 4 more. I'll probably just build them real quick off stream, because like I said, I have to go grocery shopping and stuff before we get ready for everything Ramses. All right, so let me travel to the other room real quick. 1 second. Hold on. Alrighty. Let's go here. Hi. Oh, wow. Why is that there? Alright. So, yeah. So I have to go do some grocery shopping and feed the kids and such, before we, Ramses and I get started later. So, yeah, no problem. I'm gonna get those guys primed so I can paint them tonight. The primer takes about 4 hours to set up, so if I do it now, it should be ready in time. So I'll probably do that real quick and then head out. Everyone, please, the pin chat there, vote on what Ramses is we want him to do tonight in his stream, and why are you threatening me with a dagger eye? I know where you live now. Anyway, I'm gonna come to the bottom of the ocean and beat your ass. So let's find a friend to raid out to. Good luck, buddy. Hey, does anyone have any experience being a deep sea diver? I need to go beat up my Eldritch Abomination friend. Yeah, no, thanks for hanging out, Katsuni. I've been trying to do this more. Like I said, I know I'm not normally live this early, but I'm off this week, so. Who do we have? Dushan's playing Frog Detective. Or we can see who is, part of me is tempted to raid Bricky because he's playing Rook Trader. Alright, let's see here. Let's see if we got anyone else doing models that look good. Back porch blacksmithing. That actually sounds cool as hell. I got a friend building a stray red frame, or I got a person building the stray red frame. We're gonna raid to them. So anyway, yeah. Thank you all for coming. I will be back tonight at 9 Eastern time, and we will be doing the thing. So thank you. And if anyone's over on YouTube, I don't know how to raid on YouTube. There doesn't seem to be anyone there, so I'm not gonna worry about that. But yeah, so I don't know this person. It's called Sensei Live. They're building the Astray Red Frame, so we're gonna see how that goes. But yeah, so I will see you all on or later tonight. And for now, though, class is dismissed.